Here he is, the #1 UFC welterweight contender. He has never fought for the title before, but on the strength of a long winning streak, he has arrived at the precipice of a world championship.
He's been working so long to put himself in this position. He has been working so diligently to try to earn himself a shot at a championship. Tonight he gets that opportunity. He is a well-rounded fighter. He's so tremendous in all aspects of mixed martial arts. I cannot wait to see him compete and try to become the champion.
And I'm not sure that any athlete in this welterweight division has handled adversity, professional and otherwise, as well as this man has. He is forged as he hits the proving ground for his first UFC title fight. So we get another look and title defense for the UFC's undisputed welterweight champion, and he's chasing greatness, right? He wants to be mentioned alongside Georges St. Pierre. Kamaru Usman is one of the greatest welterweight champions to keep that dream alive. Now to hold serve as the favorite tonight.
For him, it was about getting there. And once he got there, Johnny started thinking bigger. How do I build my resume? How do I build the legacy? How do I do enough to be remembered? It's all about legacy for this guy. It's fight by fight. But every time you speak to him, he talks in historical terms. He's just a tremendous champion.
Well, and some people were suggesting this week that he move up a division and chase double champ status. He is focused on the task at hand. We'll see if he can handle it with flying colors tonight. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jack Della Maddalena! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the Octagon for this one. All right, here we go with round 1, featuring Perth, Western Australia's Jack Della Maddalena. You know what he can do with his jab. Undeniable death touch power in both hands. But at times his kryptonite has been the wrestling. Not to suggest that people have taken him down at will, but this division, unlike a lot of others, has mostly wrestlers and grapplers in that top 10. And you gotta think Jack Della Maddalena has shored up that part of his game, knowing that most of these combatants are gonna try to take him down. Early round 1 action here, and just like that, he gets him to the ground. Feels like a pretty significant moment here early, Jim.
I mean, it's no secret what this guy wants to do. This guy wants to take you down and he wants to grind you out. He got the takedown early. Let's see how long he can control this position and what amount of damage can he inflict on his opponent.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
Let's go. I need you to pause and attack.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. careful there, yep.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Muhammad. Well, he's got his back now.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
What a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Oh, big knee to the body. Oh, with authority to the body.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, how good was that?
The fight does go down. I want you on top. So look for your scramble, look for your sweeps, look for your reverses. Good guard.
All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up, he threw it straight, he threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round 2. Big power shot there.
Barely missed on an uppercut right on the inside.
Try to establish that jab. Muhammad getting tattooed by that stiff jab.
He's eating so many clean jabs.
Man, how good is this takedown defense tonight? Pretty good attempt offensively, but once again, the sprawl is there.
Well, the wrestler's doing a good job of setting up his takedowns. He just can't finish. This guy's really good, man. And we knew this would be an even fight. But you are seeing the more well-rounded guy getting the job done tonight.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. A little judo throw there to take him down. High praise, I would think, from the Olympian, DC. Nicely done.
I mean, it was beautiful. The way that he stepped across, got his hips in and started driving into his opponent. What a phenomenal technique. Great position. Great knowledge of knowing how to manipulate someone's body.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Muhammad.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath. Oh, you got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. All right, now a little separation between the two fighters. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Inside the closed guard now.
He went right into his full
Hey,
guard.
stop.
What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. Oh! Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, effective strike from the clinch there by Belal Muhammad.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. Great shot from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, he's got his back. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground.
Wow, he actually reversed the position, but he didn't stop there. He took a strong top position himself. Way to hide that leg kick. Stay sharp.
Well, you can...
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. He passes to half.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the cut man's actually getting excited. Back mount now. Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round.
Big strike lands.
Try to chase down that
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Beautiful ground and pound approach, and now his opponent is starting to swell.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Belal Muhammad. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Trying to set up a choke here. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out. Oh, good defense, yes.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense have done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Left eye starting to shut a little bit. That bears watching.
His back's open. Take the back.
Nice transition.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired and that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers. Nice body shot.
Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the fight.
That's exactly what you expect, right? He took such a bad knockdown early. It's going to be on him to build back into this fight as we go forward. In the half guard.
Muhammad's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself, and look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Right on the button. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it late. Oh, he's in real trouble now. Double leg takedown lands.
Fight back.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Fight back.
He passed the half guard.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Belal Muhammad. Under 3 minutes now to go round 5.
Fight back.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that in.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Belal Muhammad. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got. Beautiful strike. Beautiful.
1 minute to go in the fight. Well, I'm not sure if there's a facial fracture of some kind, but the striking approach has certainly worked tonight, and his opponent is hurting for sure.
He's hurting really bad right now. I mean, every single time a shot lands up top, you can see the damage that it's inflicting. The work that he has done has been masterful. And now he has his opponent very limited because he can't take many shots to the head anymore.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Drops him. What a fight! 25 minutes turned in. The official decision is in. It resides with
rounds. We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score the contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Jack Della Maddalena.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, stand and cheer. We have a new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, and what an effort from the #1 contender and challenger here tonight to outlast the champion over 25 hard minutes